Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Kevin Kiermaier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Good fastball there from Bailey as he takes charge, 0-1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And Gordon's there to take it in for the first out. And that will bring in Yandy Diaz.
Third baseman number 2.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Diaz.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
Hey, this guy's pitching pretty well as we're rolling into the late innings. It's interesting, though. His first pitch strike percentage, less than 40% so far in this one.
Fouled away. The next 0-2. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game. So the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V. And this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game. But from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Now batting. The catcher.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Zunino.
A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. Wendell, the runner at first with 2 gone. Loud contact off the bat of Zunino, and a ball sent to deep left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Seared down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Hard ground ball to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third. So the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. So here is Avisail Garcia. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
One.
The first. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
Yeah, and they say better late than never, and that's definitely the case here. They couldn't get anything going through the first 6 frames, but they scratch a run across here in the 7th. We'll see if they can parlay that first run into something more.
1 run is scored. Now the third man is scored.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Line, but speared on a hop. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the next will be the designated hitter, Brandon Lowe. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
2-0 now. Three and 0 now. Kevin Kiermaier is on deck. 3-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second.
Hey, eat it.
And the Rays strike quickly here in the inning. It's a leadoff double. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. It was a fly out for him in his left. Line to the right side. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Kevin McCarthy comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two on here with nobody out. Yandy Diaz will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with two on and nobody out here. In tight with the sinker, ball two.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Heading out towards shallow right. Merrifield has a read on it. One down. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. And it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side. But a foul ball. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gordon is there. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Now batting.
Here now is Mike Zunino. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. A swing and a miss as he chased with two strikes, and that will retire the side. A couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. We've played 8 full. Royals out in front 12-5. Digging in to try it again. Jorge Soler. It was a walk in his last trip.
Jorge Soler.
Hot shot down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Kiermaier looks up. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. It's a solo shot for Jorge Soler. Home run number 5 on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Here's Lucas Duda now.
Lucas Duda.
High in the air out to center field. On the move is Garcia. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The batter.
Here's Chris Owings now.
Second baseman. Chris.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied down the left field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting. Third base.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is line to left. Garcia is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit.
The first
Starting
baseman.
things for his side in the
Ji-Man
ninth
Choi.
as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Garcia.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Choi gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Liner towards second. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to time up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
None out, runners at first and second. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Standing in now, Austin Meadows. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-1 to count. 3 runs already home here. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
Full count still. The payoff pitch one more time. Pulled toward right center field. Merrifield moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Brandon Lowe. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And that's in there, base hit. But fortunately, he'll hold on at first with just a single.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Kiermaier.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now. And he fouls this one off. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Kevin Kiermaier becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the 9th. Yandy Diaz is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And that is going to put an end to this one. And the Royals have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, Dan, we almost saw history today with a no-hitter. But even though that wasn't meant to be, they did get the win.
Yeah, D-Roll, and that's ultimately the important thing. It was a transcendent pitching performance for most of the game. It was a thrill to see him come so close to the no-no, and a win like this will surely give his team a lift.
The Royals have not had the April their fans would have liked, and for more on that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, this club was not very highly touted entering the season, so their sluggish start has left no one surprised. However, these players are not content to leave it at that. They believe they can do better, and they do not take kindly to being written off already. This season is still young, so perhaps if they can start putting some wins together, they can change that conversation.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Going after it is Gordon. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Pham stands at second with no outs. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Into the box now, Willy Adames. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And there to take it in is Gordon for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder.
Striding into the box, Austin Meadows, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he popped him up. Gordon on the move. And no one will track it down. And another foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. 0-2. Here it is. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Well, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
This is line to left, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And both runners are in to score as the lead changes hands. It's a 5-4 ball game.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Row. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash.
Bullet to second base. A fine play, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Jorge Soler. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up. That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And through into left field, so the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning.
They need to be the moment they scratch one across.
Number 68.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Diaz makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. On to first, and they get the double play.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Chris Owings now. He tripled last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down.
And slicing foul. This is hit the other field, and he drops it. Runner at first following the error, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Joey Wendell. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouchback.
The pitcher is acting innocent, but I saw it in real time, and my first thought was he did that on purpose. These pitchers can paint it.
Ouch, that one hit him. And now that third base dugout has really come to life. They are not happy about that last pitch. Hard to blame him, and I think it's going to lead to a warning as you see the home plate umpire coming out, and he will indeed issue the warning to both benches.
Yeah, and at this point, the home plate umpire is making it clear to both teams that he's not going to tolerate any back and forth of hitting batters, and nor should he. It becomes a player safety issue at that point.
Ouch, that one hit him. And I have a strong hunch here that that's going to be the last pitch he throws. Out is the home plate umpire, and he's going to send our pitcher off to an early shower. He's been ejected from the ball game.
Well, Matt, with that ejection, this is going to turn into Johnny Oldstaff Day. Now everybody out in that bullpen may have to be available to put the finishing touches on this game.
Tim Hill will come into the game now and take over following the ejection.
Number 54.
He's set. Here it comes. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Wendell on third. Duffy over at second. Pham at first with no outs. And he misses there. 1-2.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should. Swing and a line drive. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get two and possibly all three home. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Now batting, the shortstop, Willie.
0-1 the count. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Yeah, that's a little suspicious if you ask me, guys. Whenever you hit a guy with runners on second and third and first base open, the players in the opposing dugout take notice and probably aren't too thrilled about it. No balls and one strike. Behind 0-2 now. On the ground is short. This could be two. Scooped up on the backhand. First is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach. Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though. Look out, and that'll give him a close shave. Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
4 runs here in this half inning. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Standing in, Brendan Lowe. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. And I have a strong hunch here that that's going to be the last pitch he throws. Out is the home plate umpire, and he's going to send our pitcher off to an early shower. He's been ejected from the ball game. Well, Matt, with that ejection, this is going to turn into Johnny Oldstaff Day. Now everybody out in that bullpen may have to be available to put the finishing touches on this game. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Merrifield there to put it away and finally put an. And that brings in Hunter Dozier. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Gallagher.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And a glove flip for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, there's a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
The right fielder, number 15.
Stepping into the box, Whit Merrifield. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Strike one to start the at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose.
And that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batter.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher, when you can't go one way when you pitch a guy in. He pulls it when you throw.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Royal Strand stepping into the box, Michael Perez. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build.